All right, Andrew, so welcome to your drill video. Hopefully you have watched the analysis by now, so what I'm about to tell you would make more sense. Okay, so let's go over some of the things that I mentioned in the video. Okay, first, I want you to notice that when I set up, my hands are right about, you see how the shaft and the left arm is almost in a straight line. But you see how my left hand is on the inside of my left leg here? Okay, you're a little bit too far forward this way, and as a result, your knees are going to be too open, okay, in comparison to the rest of your body. Okay, so I want you to feel like you squaring up your knees to the target, okay, and you can also help by not flaring it out so much. Just flare it about 15 degrees or so from perpendicular to the target. You want to flare it out about 15 degrees. The right one, you can flare out maybe 5 degrees. Okay, and then from there, take your setup. Make sure that the hands are somewhere in between the legs, favoring the left leg. All right. Now, from the down the line view, I want you to feel like your weight is mostly in the middle of each foot, roughly around the shoelace area. Okay, where you tie your shoelaces. Okay, now for you, you need to feel like you're sitting back a little bit with your butt. Okay, just about an inch. All right. Now from this down the line, you notice how you can't see the back of my left leg. With you, you're a little bit this way. Okay, so just be aware of that. That has a relationship with, if you the more forward you put your hands, the more you're gonna have a tendency to open up your legs at setup. The more back you put your hands, the more it's gonna close off. So you want somewhere in between where it's directly aligned with the target line. Okay. Now from here, when you turn back, I want you to make sure that you're still maintaining a slight knee flex of your right leg. Okay, because right now you're kind of pushing up as you take it back. You're kind of pushing up this way. I want you to feel like when you take it back, even though your chest is turning this way and the right leg is straightening a little bit, but I want you to still feel like there's a slight knee flex there. It's important because it keeps your pelvis from going high on the downswing. Okay, if you straighten your right leg too much, then your pelvis is going to be, you see how, if you look at my belt, you see how the right side is higher than the left side. That's going to make you, eventually is going to make you come from outside in. Okay, so your swing direction is directly correlated to the way your pelvis is tilted. All right, so if your pelvis is tilted this way in the downswing, you're going to have a tendency to cut across. All right, if your pelvis is too much this way, where it's pointing up, you're going to have a tendency to come a little bit too much from the inside. So right now you're a little bit too far this way. So I need you to feel like your pelvis is slightly favoring the right side a little bit. You're going to feel like the right side is lower than the left side. All right, especially at the top of the backswing. Okay, top of the backswing, you're going to feel like it's level. And when you start down, when you get to the top, when you start your downswing, notice how I'm keeping my belt level, right? It's not this way. Okay, if you look at me from down the line, take it back and then first move down, notice how both legs are still bent. All right, I even feel like here, I feel like my right leg even sits down a little bit more. All right, so from the top and you get down here, you feel like you're actually adding a slight knee flex on both legs. All right, now from here, when you get here, then you can jump and apply some vertical force to release the club. But never do it before, all right? Before left arm gets to parallel to the ground. You never want to straighten your right. You never want to straighten both legs before your arm gets here. So from the top, you can just do a few drills where you get to the top here and slowly feel like your left leg, it's leading the race, all right? Everything else is staying back, and you're kind of pulling everything with the left leg this way. All right, notice when I do that, notice my right leg is still maintaining or even adding a slight bit of flexion. Okay, and from there, you're gonna feel like this whole, your whole abdominal area is gonna be stretched out. All right. So by the time you get to impact, right, when you get to left arm parallel and you're stretching your left side, notice how my left rib is now protruding out this way. Okay, and when you jump up to apply your arms to release the club, notice how now the left side gets high. Okay, everything from the ribs down to my left heel is fully extended at impact. All right, I want to show you from this angle. Right, so you can pump it here, and then from here you gotta feel like your whole left side, from your left rib down to your left heel, is in an extended position. All right, and you can also feel like, for you can feel like your right pelvis is driving down underneath your left pelvis. All right, so the belt line, when you get near impact, you want to feel like this belt line is slightly favoring this angle, instead of being high this way. That's out to in. So you want to feel like this belt is going under instead of above a horizontal line. All right. So just give those things a go, and the setup stuff you can just practice in front of a mirror. The pivot, you can just feel that as you go back. Feel like you're loading into your right heel a little bit sooner. I feel it for me. I feel it here when the club reaches around hip high. I feel a lot of pressure going into my right heel. Right, this way. And then from there, when I start down, I'm peeling off my left side while keeping my right back and under. Right? So that's what you want to feel, and let me know how it goes for you. All right?